Just want to give you guys a quick reminder that we really do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. We couldn't do these things without you guys. We are going to be dropping some merch pretty soon. You see my shirt here. Yes. Super fitted cotton, 100% ring spun, Bella canvas, baby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Do not forget to comment your thoughts below. Tell us what kind of guests you want to see. Tell us what kind of content you want us to, put out there. I think the next step is that we're going to start filming not just podcast videos, but other types of videos. We can do fitness. We could do dating and relationship interviews. We can do all types of stuff. You want to see street interviews? What do you want to see? Tell us. What were you saying about this this story of your video on Pornhub?
Oh yeah, no. It was like I had uploaded this video, right, trying to be able to get commissions off of it, right? So people had to buy it. I didn't do that. I thought that that's what I did, but I uploaded it for free, and it took like not even 6 hours because I didn't go back and look at it for an extended period of time. And it took not even 6 hours for it to be like 4K views and like had like a good amount of traction.
Shit.
And so it was already uploaded to a bunch of different websites and different shit. And I haven't been able to get most of the other websites to take it down.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it like splits over to like X videos.
Yep.
And yeah. Because it's like partnered channels and shit.
Yeah, it's like promoter videos. So they'll basically post like a portion of the porn video. And then it's like, go back to Pornhub if you want to see the rest.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
Depends on the ad person. All technical fun stuff.
Yeah, so you don't have a manager that manages all those things?
So I started working with a new kind of company recently. Can I say company name?
Yeah, if you want to.
Delish Entertainment. I really fuck with them, so I don't mind giving them a little shout out. But and it's been really cool. They shoot all of the content and they post for you and schedule it, and they just tell you, hey, like post this correlating to that, and basically just it's all out of your hands, and you make money, and you give them a little percentage, and it's all good.
Damn, that's crazy. I want to know more about that. I don't know how much you want to discuss about that stuff, but like for the people, because we do have like.
What do you want to know?
I mean, if you want to talk about like percentage splits, how they run their program and everything.
So I'm new to percentages, so I don't know if the percentage they're taking is a lot or a little. So I guess weigh in on that.
Okay.
But they do 30%.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's really not bad for them, like doing all the production, editing, scheduling, posting, whatever, pricing, which is all consulted with by me. We actually sat down and had like a little meeting about the contract and shit because I had to sign a little contract, and I was like, well, I'd like you to like add this and this or like rearrange this, and they were totally willing to like do my edits and stuff. So.
Oh, sick. So you're technically still filming all of your own content, and then you send it to them to edit everything.
No, they're filming it all for me as well.
Shit.
So that was a fun first experience. I've never, because it's very like the way they do it, because they've worked with like in the porn industry, like with Brazzers and different like actual adult filming.
Right.
So it's very professional the way they do it. It's very like, okay, like this is what we're going to shoot today. This is what we're doing. And it was actually very, because I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to go in front of a camera and I'm going to, I don't know what words I can say.
You can say everything.
Like I'm going to go and fucking masturbate in front of a camera, basically.
In front of like a crew of like what, like 3 to 5 people?
Well, it's actually this guy and his girlfriend, and they're, kind of a team thing. She's there to kind of, I think, ease, like, or make you more comfortable, I guess. That sounds very like groomy, but it's not.
No, it's true though. Yeah, you always want a girl
female presence, absolutely. And she was been amazing for me. Like just comfortability, everything. She's super supportive. Whole time she's like, yeah, get it, girl, get it, girl.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I got a fucking dildo about this big. She's like, fucking get it, girl. Get it, girl.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
But yeah, no, it was super interesting to like kind of understand the behind the scenes of how porn actually works, because it's so like if anybody, like any guy watching a porn video could see how that porn video was shot. I mean, you might still come, you might, but it's not the same like immersive experience.
How long was the process like?
Yeah, well, how long was like the whole shoot?
So I don't know. He says this is pretty industry standard as far as how they go about it. We start with pictures to go along with the video. So it's, pictures in the lingerie I'm going to be wearing in the set. It off. Yeah, transitioning into, usually I like to do a strip tease. So like I'll do like, so they can edit that into whatever video at the end. Do like a strip tease, and then you do the full video. And like the full video is really funny. I actually did my first JOI.
No way.
That shit was so uncomfortable. Like,
wait, who wrote it though? Was it you, or did they leave it up to?
It was kind of a little bit of both in the moment.
Oh, okay, so you improv'd it.
Yeah, it was a little improv. Sorry, I was just having like
your flashback.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, it was very it was funny because, you know, we're sitting there, you know, I'm doing the thing, talking to the camera, and every once in a while I would just be like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like, help.
kind of froze up.
And he would just be like, okay, so now say, I'm trying to think of something he said without laughing. He's like, now just say, yeah, I know you want it or something. And I was just like, bro, I can't do this. I can't. But I did it. And he said I did it well. So nice. I guess you guys can tell me I did it well.
Yeah, you got to go and see it on like OnlyFans. Is it on OnlyFans, Pornhub, or?
OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah,
so.
No. I personally don't know how to make revenue off Pornhub in a way that I've seen that's...
I know how to do it.
Okay.
I've dabbled into it a little bit. So the way Pornhub is basically it's an adult YouTube. So you make money off of the views on your porn video. So it, like I think right now they're paying like 60 cents per 1,000 of views. So every 1,000 views you get 60 cents. So if you're at 1 million, you can only do the math from there, right?
Right.
And I've done the research on it because of when I was shooting for OnlyFans too. Like I was doing my own management stuff. We had to market through OnlyFans or through Reddit and Pornhub. So Pornhub was, it's just one of those like 10-minute clips, and then you have to find the full video on OnlyFans.
I was gonna say that's not a bad idea because I don't feel like personally like the 60 cents per 1,000 is worth it like revenue wise. But if you're using that as like here's a little snippet, go see the rest here.
Yeah, but I mean, you can make some big fucking money because if your video gets traction on Pornhub, people are constantly going to come back to you because you're their porn star now.
So what you're saying is I should have left that Pornhub video.
Maybe. It would have been an accidental leak.
Oops. Yeah, no, fucking Xoe Ganja leaked blowjob compilation.
Ah, there you go.
Search it up. I'm just kidding.
You can find her on Twitter. Everything. Where else? Fuck.
Do it on Instagram. Like I know they do that. They put like some fake story with the OnlyFans models. Like OnlyFans model dad finds out.
Oh yeah.
That dude is now she's homeless.
Oh yeah.
Well, and it's funny because I did like the nursing shit. I got my CNA certification.
Oh okay.
And so like I have this TikTok video that kind of blew up a little bit. That was like in my like little nursing outfit. So I just post like a nurse fired from.
Makes sense.
It was pretty funny.
Actually, I did do that for one of the models that I was managing. She had her old security because she was working as a security guard. And she had her the badge of the company on her.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then I mean she had already quit the job and she went to a new place. But I was like, yo, send me like any picture that you have related to work that you did for your man or whatever. And I posted it up. Hey, got fired for sending this photo. That one blew the fuck up.
Oh, I bet. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it fully had the like company name and everything on it, so it was a legit place. But she already quit it.
I was gonna say you already have me already gone. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've done some videos in my old like Leslie's fucking pool supply shirts.
Did you really work at Leslie's pool?
I did.
What?
I did. Yeah.
I can't imagine walking in.
Short-lived, but I did. No, I worked a lot of jobs.
Really?
Yeah. No, I started working at 15. So I've like, first was a grocery store, then McDonald's. God fucking Christ. I've never worked at McDonald's again in my life. I cried.
Really?
Not even because of the job. My managers were so mean to me. Like just, how do I say this as nicely as possible? I didn't choose your job. Like I don't.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, there's some interesting stories at McDonald's for sure.
I literally had a coworker that did not like me. You know, we were changing out the coffee, it was either hot coffee or hot tea. Forget what it was, but it was like scalding hot, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm helping her move this thing or whatever, and she accidentally dumps this burning hot liquid down my entire chest.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it hurt so bad. Like I was in so much pain. Like at first I wanted to hit her, and then it really settled like how much it hurt that I was just like, yo, I need to go like change my shirt. I need this off me, whatever. They literally gave me burn cream and a different shirt and said, get to work. I was like, yo, what the? Okay. I'm like, first of all, I'm underage and suing. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you should have, but I'm just saying.
That's what I told my parents. I was like, can we legally like do? And they were like, Zoe, just go to work. Like, I guess.
Like, what the fuck, mom and dad? Jeez.
You know, they're practical people and it's so expensive to get a lawyer.
So how do they feel about like, are they familiar with like the whole OF stuff?
Oh yeah.
How do they take that?
Oh boy. So
wait, did they find out or did you tell them?
So it started with dancing. When I turned 18, I was working at KFC. Like I said, there's been a string of different jobs just because I'd get bored.
Right.
But I was working at KFC and I was about to like, you know, turn 18 and I was like, Mom, my parents are Mormon, mind you.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Sorry. It just makes me fucking laugh thinking about this whole ordeal. But I told her, I was like, hey, like, I think I'm going to go audition at a little clubby club because I want to move out. Our relationship at the time was really tumultuous, wasn't good, but I was always pretty honest to an extent with my parents. And she was like, not in my house. And so I basically moved in with my man and was like, all right, I'm not in your house. I did it, and I haven't moved back home since.
Oh, wow.
We've talked about it, though. And the OnlyFans thing is like she's lightly mentioned how much she hates it, and then we don't talk about it. There's no conversation. She's like, oh, yeah, those, that adult website you do, how's that been? You know, you be making good money? I'm like, yo, listen, if you don't want to talk about it, just don't talk about it. Like, do you want to no, I'm just kidding.
Like, Mom, if you want to see it, you gotta subscribe.
No, yeah.
You want to support your daughter?
Support your daughter.
How long you been in the industry for?
18, since I turned 18.
Okay, and how old are you now?
21.
I'm 21. About 3 years.
So yeah, I'll be 22 in September. So
Oh, shit. Nice. He's actually in the industry, too.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing, stripping.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
I dance at Hustlers.
Okay. No, I
In case you guys want to find me.
He said Hustlers, if anybody.
I'll tell you what days or times.
Oh, yeah. See, that's good. That's smart. I like
Yeah. But we're only open not every day
Certain
of the week.
times,
Yeah. Certain
certain
times.
days.
You have to be in the know to get into
Oh,
it.
shit,
Yeah.
shit,
Just
shit.
kidding. No, actually, don't even promote us or anything like that. You know, there's so many times that people like we have girls that come up to the club and they're like, "We didn't know you guys were here," and we're like, "Yeah, we've been here for like years."
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just come.
Yeah, because like downstairs is like all the females, and then upstairs is all the guys. So
I keep telling all of my homies, they're like, girls have it so easy. Go to Hustlers.
what does that
Go.
mean? Why do you say that? What do you mean?
Because they're like, oh, well, you can dance. Like, I have
I
to
see.
figure it out. Go to Hustlers.
Girls
Show
do
them
have
out.
it easier.
I mean, we do. I would say there's
Girls have it
definitely-
way easier than guys do.
I
at
would
strip
say
club.
there's, oh, that's true. I would say it's definitely easier for us to make money
Oh yeah, 100%.
just because of the clientele that's coming in.
Yeah.
Like, women have like needy, lonely, sorry, it's not a bad thing. Needy, lonely
No, it's
guys
true.
coming in that like need affection. I think you guys probably get more bachelorette parties. And,
We do get more bachelor parties, but we do also get the needy, lonely women.
do you?
Yeah, so they don't get attention that you get at home.
Wow.
Yeah, so we give them all the attention they need,
Yeah.
and then they
Never
fall in
thought of
love
that
and want to do
concept.
dumb shit.
You act like there's no lonely women out there.
No, well, no, it's not that I don't. It's just not a concept I had like thought about. you know?
Or they live like in like a little small town in like Kentucky or something like that, you know, and then they come here like, whoa, there's actually good looking men. What?
Oh yeah, no, true. That's true.
It's like different cities, different states have like different ratings, you know. Like you might be like a 10 in like
Oh, yeah.
Michigan, but you come to Vegas, you're a 5.
No, for real. I feel like I don't even want to give myself a rating, but in Utah, banging.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, especially like the fact that you're like tatted up.
Yeah, no, this is like, oh, she's dangerous. Ah.
Yeah. I can see that actually. Like all the Salt Lake City boys, they're like, oh my god.
All the
Yep.
Mormons.
All the
all the
Mormons.
Mormons. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like the girl that they're like, oh, she's a fucking Jack Mormon. You know what I
I'm
mean?
crying because I was definitely that girl. Ooh, I kind of am debating telling the story. Mother, close your ears.
Oh, she's listening.
She might be.
Okay.
She may be.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. No, because this is pretty bad. Okay, and I'm gonna like piss off some of your religious viewers with this.
That's
I
cool.
don't think I've viewed. Well, yeah, we actually do have some.
Well,
Go
you
ahead,
never
go
know.
ahead,
Different. Go ahead.
I like it. Piss them all off.
So, man, there was like a phase where I just didn't give a fuck about anything. You know, I just moved out, whatever. And well, I don't even know if it might have been before I moved out. I don't even know if I should say this. Okay, well, regardless, I was in a church with my ex-boyfriend, and we decided to do some nitty-gritty oral
Oh shit.
inside of the church nursery.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It doesn't sound too. No, I was convinced I was going to hell. Convinced. I was like, because I was still kind of like, well, maybe God might smite me.
It's all right as long as you repent for all your sins. You're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was better than the priest fucking boys. At least you're doing straight stuff.
At least it's not gay. That's the thing. At least it's straight.
Yes, we went there. Yes, we went there.
It's fucking Pride Month, guys. What the fuck?
Hey, man, the priest is
Yeah.
all about pride.
I went there. Oh,
No,
fuck.
seriously, Mormons take gay shit to like a whole nother level, dude.
And it's funny because they'll pretend they don't.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, "Oh, I just don't agree," and then like side eye you the entire time if you're like, because I had a girlfriend and my mom refused to introduce her as my girlfriend. This is her friend.
Oh.
And then I'd be like, you know, holding her hand or like, you know, whatever. And my mom would just be like, I just don't agree with it. I think it's a phase. Like, oh my God, please. She's much better now. I think she's had to accept it with my my younger sister, she's definitely very, very lesbian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she may be bi. She says sometimes guys, but
She's like 100% gay.
yeah, like her first thought was women. Maybe a guy, like a feminine male might swoon her.
Right.
I'm gonna look back on this like years later, by the way. Like I told you at her wedding with a woman. I told you.
Hey, play this podcast. That was
Right. We're just gonna scroll through the years. God knows how much.
Play that clip.
Yeah, just that one.
Wait, so do you feel like because of like all the strict religious rules that maybe it kind of led you to being like the Jack Mormon that you are today, and maybe like influence on your sister because it's like rebellion, or what do you think?
It's an interesting subject. So my sister, as far as her, because I'm a whole whirlwind of things, but my sister, she actually still has very heavy faith in the Mormon church. There's just, she understands that like her relationship with God, she knows like for her, right, God loves me and he made me. So if I like this and this is who I love, like, why would he hate me for that? Is kind of her thought process. If I'm kind and I'm loving and I, do right as far as like in general stances, then I'm going to be fine.
Right.
For me, my parents were very much more strict with me. I think.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh yeah. The trial kid, the tester. I don't know why they decided to have more after me, to be honest. Well, I guess my dad.
Like, we fucked up on this one.
Try again. It's like when you fuck up making the first croissant or the cookie on the cookie sheet, just roll another one out.
Yeah. Just keep trying. Maybe we'll get one right. Fuck it.
Third time's a charm. I think that was definitely part of it in a way. I think I was always very much more like I had different interests. I was always very much more, I don't know, like charismatic and honestly just getting myself in much more trouble than my siblings.
Right.
But I think I definitely was always, I don't know. I think a lot of trauma and different shit actually adds up to why I became the way I am. But I don't know. That's very complicated, actually. I don't know why that just got so complicated in my head.
Yeah, that got pretty.
Yeah.
It just went down like a weird spiral.
My bad. Yeah, I was
It's got like real deep.
I was gonna say, goddamn trauma,
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I don't think it really contributed to the parenting, but I think it did. I think it's half and half.
Parenting, religion.
Well, I think their parenting came a lot from religion when it was first with me, but I think they stopped parenting from religion with my sisters. So I think that was really good.
I see.
Because like it was very like you can't wear shorts that are
Too
like
short.
this. You can't have fucking tank tops on. Like there was just a lot of different shit that made me want to be able to just do whatever the fuck, because like I just didn't. I felt like I was very logical, and I don't mean that to sound like offensive, because I'm sure there's like there is logic in the idea of don't show too much skin. There is stuff in that, but for me it was like, come on, like I'm not going to hell because I'm showing my shoulders.
Yeah.
That's not So I think from a young age I was very like that, so it made me want to do it more. Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense. You like wanted to disprove the theory of it, like
a little bit. It's kind of like, come on, like you guys don't know that I'm doing this behind your back and I haven't been smited.
And then it got to the OnlyFans portion of things.
That's one that I have a hard time with personally, actually. Like some days I'll be sitting in my room and I'm like, damn, like one day my kid's gonna be like 14 and somebody's gonna be like, hey yo, like look at this video I found.
Do you think about that, like logically?
Yeah, absolutely.
How does that make? Are you just kind of like at this point you're like, fuck it, I'll just live in the moment? Or
I hope that if I have a child, right, and they've raised to that age, that I've raised them with the mentality to be like, my mom is a kick-ass woman that did her fucking shit. You're weird. Why are you watching my mom?
Yeah.
Like, why are you showing me this?
Oh, gotcha.
Because, for me, like, there's certain shit that my mom did, with her young years that she probably wouldn't have preferred to do, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm like, damn, my mom did what the fuck she had to do.
Yeah.
I look at my mom with so much admiration. So I hope I can raise my kid kind of with that same.
Gotcha. Is your mom like a single mom type of thing, or?
She was with me for the first 3 years, or I don't know exactly when she met. So I was adopted by my dad.
Oh, okay.
My biological dad kind of left the picture pretty quickly. Like by 5 years old, he wasn't around. So for that portion, she was, taking the bus, taking me to daycare, going to work, doing this. She was
Hustling.
like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So, she definitely have a lot of admiration for her. And she may not have always done everything right. And we've had a lot of like deep conversations, but my God, that bitch was a hustler.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I always tell everybody, I'm my mama's daughter. Don't be surprised. Even I tell her, I'm like, why are you surprised by how I am? Like, I'm you.
Yeah, I came from you. Yeah.
Literally.
Interesting.
What was the question? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm interested because once it kind of starts to add up, like the stories, like of how you were basically raised and your whole situation. I agree that like when a mother is put in like a solo position, she's kind of forced to do certain things.
Oh yeah,
But,
there's definitely different got to get it done factors.
Yeah.
And I think in a weird
Survival.
way,
Yeah.
like because I moved out with my boyfriend very quickly, like it wasn't just me I had to worry about life with. It was very much so like I have to get whatever done for us, or you have to get whatever done for us. It was very like I always felt like I had somebody else depending on me already, so it was kind of like I did that in the same way my mom did. It was pretty weird.
Gotcha. So on your OnlyFans, are you guys doing content, you and your man, or is it solos?
We used to do content together when I was like self-recording and doing stuff, but as of currently it's all solos and just kind of like
For the
me doing my
management?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they would be totally open, and if my man was down, they'd be like, "Come on, do a scene." You know.
But he's not down to do a scene or what?
He does not want to currently. No, he would like to. He would like to adjust his appearance a little first. Is what he would like to say.
Oh, he like wants to lose weight and shit.
A little bit.
Makes sense.
For him personally, I'm like, man,
Porn star body.
just do it. You know.
Who cares?
Personally,
It's like they're not
me.
Like they're not there for you anyways. They're there for me.
Exactly. Literally.
They want to see me get smashed.
They don't give a fuck what you look like doing it. They just want to see it happening.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of fat people out there. They might like the POV of it, you know?
Damn.
He's not even fat. That's the funny part. Like
He's just a little chunky.
He's just like chunkier than he used to be. Like he's not even like he's not big. He's not fat. He's not even honestly chubby. He's just bigger than what he used to be. He has a little bit more. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do what you want to do. Either get toned and come do a scene, or I'll keep doing solos. You know.
Yeah. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Oh no, absolutely not. In the porn industry, there's no reason as a female, right, that I need to go do a collaboration with a man.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're in like the best fucking industry for a woman, because you guys make money so much more than men do. Being a female stripper, number one, and number two in the porn industry. That's why OnlyFans blew the fuck up with like all types of women, because like you guys were making killer money.
Oh yeah, no, and it's one of those things where it's like crazy, because like we definitely have a oh my god, my brain just.
Wait, so is your management company like messaging and taking care of everything in the back end OnlyFans, or are they making you do that still?
So the way that they have it set up is there's a VIP section of people, basically, where these are the people that you interact with, talk with, see what the customs are, and let us know what they need. You know, that's kind of my only little job, is to interact with those people there. But those are people that have already spent and are spending, and are people that are like, you know.
Right. I'm familiar.
Worth interacting with. So, you know.
So that's the only time you're going to be interacting with them. But other than that, they're going to be
Well,
interacting.
because I don't want to give my fans a fake experience. Like, if you're talking to me, you're talking to me. You know, if we're chatting, you're not getting some random management guy. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Like, I think it's scammy.
Yeah,
and
it is
like,
scammy.
I'm just doing a post for the story.
no, he doesn't give a fuck about anything we're saying. He's just not here.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
No, keep talking.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just doing a post for the story.
But yeah, I just wanted to know, because like that's interesting. Have you seen your numbers go up ever since you joined this management, or is it kind of like a new experience?
So it's kind of new, but I've already seen a much better like response from like all the fans that are already there, and a much better like subscriber rate from the way that I'm being promoted and different stuff. So I'm excited. To see it's been a kind of a, so what we've done a lot of the last little bit is getting just a shit ton of content like shot, so that I can just have them backdating posts for the next however many weeks. And then I can correlate and interact with people through that. And if we have to shoot any customs, then during those times of those being released, we're shooting those customs, we're doing those new videos. And,
so you're just batching content up front and then slowly post them over time.
right. And then
How many outfits are you doing per photo shoot or in a day?
it depends how early I can actually get there.
With your management company, are they putting you up with other girls too? Like, are you doing like...
So that's something we've been discussing. Absolutely. I have my own personal apprehensions, and it's something I can't decide if I'm being too picky about or not.
What do you mean by that?
STD testing. Of course, talent agency, you get tested, you do all that, but they don't test for herpes. And that's something that for me is kind of hard. I've went 21 years without having herpes, and I get tested frequently just because you should.
Yeah.
PSA.
100%.
Normalize testing. But I have never had it, and it's one of those things that's like, fuck. Like, yes, I understand that if you're in the adult industry, more than likely, even if you did have it, you're going to be medicated. You're going to, because that's the end of a career.
Yeah.
Giving anybody something like that.
But they don't really care. They don't really test for that. I noticed that too.
Yeah, but they don't. And you can ask for people too, but it lessens the pool of people for some reason that are going to be willing to do it, because I think it's more expensive to add on the testing.
It is.
So, you know,
I usually go to my doctor and I'm like, hey, dude,
Just
test me for the whole panel, including
I'll pay the extra. Yeah.
yeah, including HSV and all that other shit.
I get
'cause
the
there's one
whole
and two.
blood test, and then I usually will do like the swab, you know, every
Yeah.
so often, and just to make sure, like,
The reason though, because I've done tons of reading on this when I was doing my management company, is that in the adult industry, it's so prevalent.
yeah,
That
not a thing.
yeah, they don't even give a fuck about it anymore because it's so easy to contract. Even if you were to use condoms or anything like that, you could still technically pick up.
Right. And that's the thing that makes it so hard for me to collaborate, because that would do honestly really well for me. Like to collaborate with somebody that has a little bit more traction, that has fan base that would, you know, like me as well. That would do so good. But it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, I run the risk of, but it's like one of those things where, say, because me and my man from time to time have done little threesome shits or whatever, could have just as easily, or if not more easily, contracted something from that.
Right.
You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
but it also is a lot more prevalent in the adult industry. Well, not even a lot more, but it's just condensed into a
Yeah, so
group of people.
Yeah. Because like once one person has it, it's most likely going to be spread throughout the whole thing.
Well, because I mean, you can get your tests 3 days before, right? But in those 3 days, you're doing how many shoots, right? Or how many people are you shooting within that day of shoots? And then when's the next time you got tested, and how long, you know, how long before? I think there's a certain amount of time, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because this is hearsay entirely.
6 weeks.
For what, STD show up?
Yeah.
Anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks.
Before they show up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Generally 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Some take even longer. Some take like 6 months to a year
Well,
to
and
show
that's
up.
the thing. So it's like you could not even test and show up, and you're doing all these shoots, and
Next thing you know, you have it.
yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's one of those things. Like when you're in the industry, it's kind of like you just have to find the other star, the actress or whatever that you're going to be working with, and stick with them, and then you guys are kind of like exclusive.
like a duo almost.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I mean, I think you see a lot of that in like adult videos, anyways.
Yeah.
The same girls working with each other
Multiple
over and over.
times,
Yeah,
right.
maybe that's the setup that they have.
It could very much so be.
The other thing is, I think there's a vibe check too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to do a scene with you if I'm like not even like, that's one of the things I love about my management. They make it so comfortable. We're joking, we're laughing, we're having a good time, you know, whatever. If I can't do that with you as like somebody I'm doing a scene with, there's no,
That makes sense.
I'm not going to do that. Especially, I already have a hard enough time with females. Like, I'm very much like, I don't like to say guy's girl because that sounds weird, but like, hanging out with guys is like, I'm going shooting, we're going to slap box, we're going to, you know, I don't.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's less drama. I think what you're trying to say.
It's honestly less drama and less draining. I think females are a little bit more draining, a little bit more high maintenance as far as attention and need for.
That's fair.
Because I can sit with my homies in the garage and
Smoke, chill.
and not have spoken a word to each other in 10 minutes, and then here's a meme, and then haha, like, this is great, cool. You know?
Yeah. We were just talking about that, weren't we? Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to do that with a woman because they're always like so dramatic.
Well, and I can notice myself do it sometimes with my homies. Like, I could even like watch them become like, oh fuck, like,
you actually catch on to that.
a little bit. Like, and I'm not perfect at it, I'm sure, but like sometimes I'll be like, damn, sorry, my bad, I'm being a bitch again. Like,
Right.
I'm being a female, my bad. Like,
It's a woman's nature.
They're like, what are you, hungry or something?
not for real. They're like, bro, they're like, you want to like, they're like, do you need a dab? Like, do you want to smoke, bro?
Oh man.
I think the thing that makes sorry to veer back, but
Yeah, go
like the OnlyFans thing, as far as like collabing hard, is just because I do also have my partner to think about, you know, where it's like, okay,
you mean like as a male talent, like seeking another male talent, or a woman
oh
talent?
no, he's totally fine with that. That we talk exclusively or extensively about anything that I consider or try to do or whatever.
That's awesome.
But
So he's cool with anything and everything, is what you're saying?
no males, unless I am doing the reverse. Catch my drift. No males. But
Pegging.
yeah. Pegging
Hey,
for anybody that was not catching my drift.
I wasn't catching. I was like, wait. Reverse gangbang? Wait, that's all a bunch of
Gangbang.
girls. Yeah, that's a bunch of girls.
I mean, no guy would be against a bunch of girls fucking each other.
Oh no, I'm sure he would love to like just be like, let me just log into your OnlyFans and see your vault really quick.
You're like, let me just watch. I'll just sit in the corner. I won't even say anything. You won't
Makes sense.
For the cucks, that would be fucking. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
I know what you're saying.
business ideas. You know,
Yeah.
Is that cucking if you're watching a bunch of chicks fuck?
Not really.
I guess.
I don't think so, because I think it's more like
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Entertainment.
It's like entertainment.
Like putting on porn.
Because I had these two chicks do things before, and I came in. I was like, let me just watch this for a second. I had no cuck feeling at all. I just was enjoying. It's like live
true.
porn.
it's like
Yeah.
watching art being made.
Yeah, it was like
Honestly.
art. Like I came out of the bathroom and I just came in. I was like, whoa. No, don't stop. Don't stop.
Just do what you do.
Just keep going. I'm just gonna be here. Just ignore me.
Yeah.
I'm just watching and enjoying this moment, taking it all in.
I'm just here with you guys.
No, it's seriously though. It's like the best thing ever. You're just
Yeah.
wow. This is beauty.
It was beautiful. It's like sensual and everything, you know. Yeah.
The way women make love to each other is so different.
I think it depends on the woman though. Because I won't lie. I feel like I could make a guy feel like a cuck with his girlfriend. Don't play with me. I'm taking your bitch.
Oh, what?
I think it depends on the dude.
Yeah.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate. Like, do you want me to like seduce the microphone?
Pretend you're fucking the couch and the couch is the girl.
Just do it with your
Like,
hand.
yeah, bitch, you like that, huh? You like how I fuck your girl, huh?
Yeah, what are you going to say? Tell
We
me.
just watched how he would cuck, if anybody was curious.
All right, we're going to see how you
You like this Asian dick fucking your girl, huh?
Yeah.
Like your dick, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on, we're still trying to see the demonstration of how you're going to do it. What act it out? Just how would you do it if you were, you know?
Well, I'm a lot of the eyes kind of person. Like, I don't know. It's like I say a lot without saying a lot.
So you're just like staring in his soul.
Oh yeah, no,
fucking
it's
his
like,
chick.
no, I'm going to make her moan like a motherfucker, right? I'm strapping her down.
Okay.
Fucking strap her.
Okay.
Wait, have you fucked a chick before?
Yeah, she said she was with girls.
Yeah, no.
With a strap on?
That I have never given. I've seen, but not. I haven't used it, but I know I could.
Are you sure about that? I mean, it's a lot of leg work.
Listen,
You know, they did a video and they had the girls imitate fucking a pillow, and the girl's like, "How the fuck you do this for so long?" And she's getting all fatigued and everything.
Okay, my stamina wouldn't be good. Okay. We'd be switching positions, and then whatever.
You go on top. You go on top. I'm tired.
You go
I'm
on.
exhausted. My legs hurt.
No, for real though.
No, but if your girl gets into this position, right, and like on top, she can strap you down, and no, she can give dick. If she has this, ability with the legs,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The squat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you can just grab their hips. And
Yeah,
It looks like you're strangling somebody.
you just grab their hips and you just shake their hips.
that's true.
Because that position actually works well. Because then you get
You're hitting all of the spots.
Yeah, your penis bounces off the G spot like this.
Yeah, G and A. Yeah, all the.
And you guys last longer. Because it doesn't feel as good for the guys. Trust
That's
me.
true.
No matter what guy says, "Oh yeah, it feels so good." It's less sensitive.
I'm
that way.
learning things. I'm learning.
Yeah.
No, keep them going.
Well, yo, I mean, we teach a lot of shit on this podcast.
I like this.
yo,
It's
like-
educational. I like it.
Yeah. So if you ride a dude, you want him to come fast, you just go up and down. But if you want to come faster, you just slide back and forth.
You have to. It's like a grinding mode.
That's true as fuck, actually. Sorry, I was trying to like, oh yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. When you're grinding as a woman on top of
feels
a man,
better for you.
This is hitting all your spots.
Yeah,
right?
and it's like in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, depending on the man, but it's in there
the up and down is really good for the guys because
it's the motion of.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets the arousal is the motion of the moving.
Exactly. See. Don't forget to subscribe to our OnlyFans to learn more sexual education.
been-
Or like and subscribe us because we do give sexual advice just like we did now.
That's right. That's right.
Ladies, fellows, join. Your man, your woman will be happy.
Yeah, your mans and your womans. Not the gays though.
No,
we don't do gay. We don't do gay sexual education here because we have
Yeah, I
experienced
don't
that. so-
know how that would work.
I could help with that.
Okay.
but on either side.
Oh,
I mean,
on girl, yeah, she could help out with girl.
That's true. Okay, that's cool. I got a question for you then.
Okay.
How do you pull girls when you're in a relationship? How do you pull a threesome for your man?
Oh, that's easy. Sorry, that sounded awful. I'm such a fuck girl. It's so bad.
No, we like fuck
Go
girls.
ahead.
Yeah,
There's girls out here.
Like to like other females, like it's no. I'm gonna expose myself.
No, go ahead.
Hoes are mad.
we gotta help these chicks out.
I feel like the easiest way to go about it, right, is you start talking to a female like you would, like just like forming a friendship, talking to them. Like if you're in public, like let's say at a club or some shit, right, and you're like, damn, I think she's fine. You think she's fine? All right. What are we gonna do? Like I just start talking to her like normal, invite her over to like hang out, whatever. And then like I would be very like open to the fact of like, yeah, isn't my man like fine? Like, you just kind of start to set the tone of like, I'm open to this. I'm okay if you think he's fine. You know where this is going.
So you hype your man up.
I mean, it's a little bit, I don't gotta hype myself, but I have to let her know it's okay if she's thinking these things about my man.
You got to give the permission.
Kind of, because like especially for me, like let's say if I was the third girl, right? If I'm coming in, I think you're fine as fuck, and I think your man's fine as fuck. But I'm not gonna say that about your man. Like I'll tell you, you look fine as fuck. But like I'm gonna keep I'm gonna be respectful. I'm never trying to step on anybody's toes in a relationship.
Right.
But as soon as you're like, oh yeah, like you're so fine too, baby. Like what? Do you think my man's cute? Like oh. Yes. But it's hard though, because some females like think they're cool with shit until they're not. Because I was like that at first. No cap. Like
Like
I
you thought you
remember-
were cool as shit?
no, like I thought I was cool with like
Okay.
threesome type shit at first. Like it was a whole up and down, back and forth. I just really love women, but I'm also very jealous and territorial.
Okay.
So like I like to do it like where it's like me and the girl, and you can't fuck with her. I'm sorry, you're not fucking her. It's not happening.
Is it like a insecurity thing that happens? Like maybe she's got like a better body.
I would say that, I mean, I'm pretty open with it. I think there's a couple of different things. I think me and my man have had a very up and down past. So I think there's insecurities from that.
Okay, gotcha.
On top of, I think there are the thoughts of like, does she suck dick better than me? Does she do this better? Can she please you better? Does she satisfy more of that visual thing for you? Does she sound prettier when she moans? Like there's different like thought processes that definitely go through. But jealousy can also trigger this weird like sexual almost urge to do better. So it can be fun, but you have to really trust the person you're with to like do some shit like that. Because there has to be the aftercare that like, I love you, like you're my person. Like,
yeah, you kick that third person out. Like you can go.
Yeah, no, there has to be the like, you're my person. This was just like an experience, like, you know, and honestly, that's why we don't dabble in that as much anymore. Because like, I think that's something for me that I really have to be in the right, like,
mindset for.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't be feeling insecure in your relationship or anything and have a threesome and think that's going to fix it.
That's facts. That's facts. There's a lot of communications up to that point too. Like,
you have to be able to communicate, and there's a lot of boundaries and barriers. Because maybe like for me, like let's say maybe I was okay with her sucking your dick, but I'm not okay with you like fucking her or eating her pussy
or kissing her because it's too intimate.
Right, exactly. Maybe there's different parameters or vice versa. Maybe there's stuff where he's like, oh, I'm not gonna eat her pussy. Just know that. Like, or different shit, you know, where it's like, because that's where my man was at. Like he's like, I'm not eating nobody's pussy but yours. That's a lot, you know. And
you wanted that to happen, or?
It was just like us having a conversation about all the boundaries and like all the different, you know, stuff that goes along with it. I don't know that I would have cared, but I think that like the type of person I am, if I really love my man, it's really hard for me to share.
That makes sense.
Like I'll do it like more where it's like, okay, like she's playing with me and like I'm eating her pussy and you're fucking me, or like they're, you know, whatever fuck, you got stimulation going over here, visual, like you said, like this is beautiful. But I can't do that. I don't know.
No, it makes sense because I've been seeing this like upward tick of like trends that's been going on. It seems like a lot more women are thinking like, oh, I'm totally okay with sharing my man and all this stuff, but they haven't even gone through the...
Are you?
Right, exactly. They haven't even gone through the concept of like discussing these things. They're just like fantasizing in their head.
Well, and yeah, maybe it's hot at first to think about, oh, like this sexually charged, like maybe at first it's hot, but once you get down to the nitty gritty, maybe it's too much, like you can't handle it, you know? Because that's kind of where I got to, because at first it was fun, it was cool, you know, whatever.
New experience.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it definitely is something that I would not be opposed to in the future, but I think it has to be very like, I trust you with my everything. I know nothing's going to happen. Like there's nothing.
Gotcha. So just right now, it's like a big no for you. I read this article where they were saying that couples are starting to have sex more, especially if the woman's doing OnlyFans. Do you feel like OnlyFans has improved your sexual relationship dynamic inside your relationship, or?
I honestly feel like the opposite.
You feel like it slowed it down?
I wouldn't say necessarily slowed it down, but I think it's definitely one of those things where some days I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to be felt like, I don't want to feel like I'm doing work. And sometimes that's what it becomes. Like, especially when we used to do like more of our videos together and like film them, it becomes more like, okay, we're fucking, but like we're doing work. And you know, like I feel like that can definitely become, especially with I think being a dancer too, like you're always sexualized, whether it's dancing or OnlyFans or whatever, like you're just always so sexualized. So then when I'm at home with my boyfriend and, you know, like we're cuddling, whatever, I don't want to be that. Sometimes it's like, I just want you to snuggle me and give me hot chocolate and, you know, be that safe space. So I think,
do cute shit together.
Right. I think it definitely, we actually had like a conversation about it recently where I was like, damn, like I go through spurts. It's either I'm really fucking sexual or I'm really not. And I don't know if that's in contribution to shit like that, but it very well, I think is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I think it definitely does add on to it because when you're sexualized multiple days throughout the week and you only have like a few days where you don't get sexualized, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I want to like,
I'm gonna
I just want to be
a t-shirt. I'm not doing
Let me
shit
be
with
ugly.
my hair. Yeah, no, literally. No, and I actually, you know, we had a conversation about that as well, where I feel like I'm always getting dressed up for work. I'm always getting dressed up for these shoots, whatever. And then my man was kind of like, hey, you don't really get dressed up for me. And
That's fair.
I was like, okay, like, I'm sorry. Like, I totally get that. Like, I would love to get dressed up for you, you know, but I definitely think it becomes one of those things where if you're not doing those things, you don't put as much effort into yourself because it's like, fuck, I'm doing this all the fucking time.
That's true. That makes sense because that just explains so many things that happen. Like the people that come to Vegas and then they party really, really crazy and they come from like a small town. It's because they're not like getting that every day. But because we're getting that every day here, we avoid the strip. We avoid the partying. You know what I mean?
I don't even realize half the cool ass events that are going on down there, the shows or shit, because I just don't. Unless I'm down there for work, I'm not down there.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation with you or some of the other guys, but like, you know, since we work at a strip club, we see titties and ass all the time, every single fucking day. So when you see a girl like that's nicely dressed, you're like, damn, that's hot.
Yeah.
Right now, you're like, damn, the way that those pants are looking.
Yeah,
Damn.
Like sometimes I'll go to a strip club with the guys and we'll just go there and then like girls like titties in my face and stuff. And I'm like, this is not really doing anything because I see titties all the fucking time. Like they're nice. Like I appreciate nice pair of titties, but it's like
I think
I want to see what you look like dressed in jeans and high heels and something. I want to see a little crop top.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the reverse almost kind of happens for women with men that work in the strip club. We see and talk to so many types of men that it's like very little can impress us and we seem jaded or we seem stuck up, I think, as strippers. But I think we've just seen a lot and interacted with a lot of fucking bullshit.
What do you mean by that? Like, in the reverse, what do you mean? Like you want a more successful dude, or?
Yeah, I think because okay, like his example was like tits or nothing. Like I don't care.
Yeah, you get these.
So like when you're in the strip club, like you doing something little and nice for me isn't shit. Like as bad as that sounds, but like you deciding to just like I don't know, like not like little nice stuff, but you giving me $100, like that's not shit. Like you spending money on me, that's not shit. You have to show me that I'm worth your effort and your time and all this other stuff. Because we see all the bullshit. We see all these people that want to throw $500 in our face and think like we're not shit after that. Like we'll do whatever the fuck because you just threw money at us.
Right.
So I think like
what's an example of like something that's like extravagant that you're looking for?
I think that's very different, like girl to girl. But me specifically, like for like let's say if my man were to wake me up with my favorite drink from Starbucks and then be like, hey babe, like, you know, I'm going to make some breakfast and then do you want to go to the dog park? And like, I don't know, just putting in that time, doing things that like showing that like you watch my day to day and you know what I like and what I do and like that you care. Like that to me is like, damn.
So it becomes less like materialistic and more like of a deeper meaning. And like,
yeah, I mean, because it's nice to do like, oh, here's a fucking Gucci watch or this or whatever the fuck, but like I've had guys come into the strip club and hand me stuff like that. Like that's not to say it's not nothing and that I'm not appreciative of it, but in comparison to like what I need and crave, like that's not it.
It's like I think what she's trying to say is like she gets so much superficial shit.
Yeah.
That like the little things, like the meaningful things, like
Exactly. So it's like I feel like a lot of girls that aren't in the strip club are very like, where's my man with the bag? Where's the da 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 da? And I mean, I definitely don't want you to be like not motivated or have anything going on, but like, man, if you can pull up to my house with my favorite, like my order legit down to the wire from Starbucks, oh boy, you know me. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna get you a blowjob for sure.
A little handy.
Oh, not good enough for a blowjob.
That's a disgrace to a man. You think you can jerk off a man better than he can jerk off himself?
No, but I think you can relax more while I do it. You know?
She makes a fair point.
She does.
That's a fair counter.
That was a good counter. I can't rebuttal that one.
I challenge you to a battle of wits, and I see you come unarmed. I can't talk. Damn.
Can you make your man come jerking him off in like a couple seconds?
Oh, not in a couple seconds.
See, then you don't know him well enough. You don't know him well enough.
Just fondle the balls a little bit, getting the fucking. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to tell us, if you want to tell us about
my blowjob fucking skills.
Yeah, you got to demonstrate it with hand motions though.
Yeah, so we can send it to the ladies, and so they can send it to their boyfriends can send it to their ladies.
So it depends how much length you're working with. Because if you can get the double grasp with the like kind of thing, phenomenal every time. No, if you're sloppy with it, can get the spit in there, that twist with the top every time.
Okay.
But you got to like switch it up and go from like here to like a complete what?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Nice.
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 Dude, you're like a living, walking meme, dude. Dude, it's constantly like gifs, memes, and fucking just shit from 9gag. Oh my god. Do you have like a stand-up routine that you do on like fucking OnlyFans that people could pay for or what?
Stand-up nude comedy?
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I'm doing that.
You're like shoving like a dragon dildo in your vagina as you're telling jokes.
Dragon tails, am I right?
Oh wow, that's
the
good.
viewers like, I don't know if I should be aroused or laughing right now.
Yeah, this is awkwardly turning me on. Holy shit. Wow. Wow.
He's like, am I nervous? Am I titillated?
Is having sex with friends off limits for you?
Ooh. In a general sort, like in a hypothetical world, right, where I'm not in a relationship, there's no, right? No.
Not.
I feel like it depends on how you view sex. I think that's a very, because like for me, sex can be an experience, and like just because I fucked you doesn't mean I'm in love with you. Like maybe we just got drunk and that was the experience we had that night. Wow, that's crazy. Damn. Like, but I mean, I'm also very like selective with who I have sex with, so it's like, I don't know. It's a half and half because I don't think it's wrong, and I maybe one day would do it if I wasn't in a relationship, but it's not something I don't think I would just do.
So do you think men and women can be friends?
I think that a woman can be friends with a man a lot easier than a man can be friends with a woman without any like ulterior motives. But I think that women probably do have a little bit of an ulterior thing, because 80% of the time, like, it's hard because I have a lot of male friends like that are genuinely like my brothers. But I also know that I have a couple other friends that I know genuinely, if given the second, oh my God, would be, on it, And I think that in any circumstance, hold on, I have to think if I would like actually agree with that statement. Because I was going to say in any circumstance, I think a guy would sleep with a girl if she was given the opportunity, but I don't know that that's entirely true. Because I have a homeboy that I know if in a million years, it didn't matter how drunk either of us were, he'd be like, "What, are you okay, bitch? Like, are you trying to fuck me?" No, But I don't know. That's a hard one. I think it can be, but I think there's always going to be at least one point for one or another that there was like, "Oh, would I fuck you?"
Yeah, like a maybe.
And then it's like, or a, yeah, I might, But I think it's a choice on whether it goes further or not.
I think Sebastian has a good theory on this. Men and women being friends.
Let's see.
There was a wind up for this. I'm kind of scared.
I think, it's possible, but it's very unlikely. I think there's always an ulterior motive to it, especially from the male side. Yeah. Unless, like you said, like you've known each other for years. But I think given the right circumstances and right chances, even that person would try to fuck. But it's up to at that point, it's like I said, I think you'll meet an outlier occasionally, a guy that would want to.
Right.
But I think probably like 90% of the guys that would probably do it.
I was going to say, because I could.
But then a lot of them won't admit to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they just don't want to admit to it.
Well, and they feel like if they admit to it, then it might change their chances of eventually maybe having it happen.
Like a lot of them are like possibly like even waiting around for that right time.
Oh, I definitely have. I'm glad we're not naming names on this podcast, but I definitely have a couple of guy friends. Even my man has expressed to me, like, "You're aware of this, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, does it bother you? Like, do you want me to stop being friends with them?" Like, I can totally understand if that's an issue.
So would you stop being friends with them if your boyfriend was... Oh, okay.
I have had it was actually a really hard circumstance because this is somebody that I've had in my life since 8th grade, And so like we'd been friends, through the beginning of mine and his relationship, fucking years prior. And then recently he just was like, because we dated for like a week in freshman year. And we had all interactions sexually. And so like that was something that was always kind of uncomfortable with him, but my man was like, you guys have been friends ever since then, so whatever. And so it came down to it one day where I think it was something like, oh, like I feel like the way he's texting you is just too in depth, like I just don't like it. And I was like, okay, like is there something I can do, like parameter what, like I don't know like how to handle this. And it came down to like I just don't want you to talk to him anymore, like it's an issue for me. And that was actually a really hard one because like we'd been through a lot together as like friends and had always had each other's back. And I was just like, listen, like I went to this person and I was like, hey, so this is the situation. This is how he feels, this, whatever. And he was like, his response was like, fuck that. I've always been in your life. And that's when I knew. I was like, damn, like I have to, like the way you respond to this, like isn't correct.
I feel like most guys have a good sense with the girl, if the girl has a guy friend. If
we could tell.
Like, we're like, nah, this guy trying to fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I have a pretty good radar too. I think I'm trying to understand. Like,
but I feel like women will get delusional with the fact that we've been friends for so long and he doesn't want to do anything like that.
Just like what's going on in your brain.
Yeah. Like see how you're kind of like contemplating it, but then your boyfriend was like, oh nah, this is too far.
And I think
because I have a chick friend too, and I would not ever in my life fuck her. I don't even talk to her. Occasionally she'll message me, whatever that.
Well, I think too, like it's also a preference thing too, a little bit. Cause I know like with my guy friend that would never touch me with a 10-foot pole, he likes black girls, like strictly black girls. Like, he's done whatever with a couple, whatever, but like, so I think it also comes down to preference a little bit. So like you could have, I think the question is, can you have a male or female friend that you find attractive? Cause I feel like, you could have a male or female friend and you have no attraction to them whatsoever, so it doesn't matter.
I don't even think that's the
attractive,
case, though. I think, like what you were saying earlier, I think the case is always going to be, there's going to be a point sometime, whether you're drunk or whatever, that you're going to be like, should we fuck right now? Yes or no? Because it doesn't matter.
At least in your own head.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I don't really know if men and women can really be platonic friends like that. Because I think there's always going to be that point. I
think it's hard for me because a majority of my friends are males, but I think there has always been that point, and I think I know that they've reached that point or I've reached that point, but I think our decided relationship is friends. You know what I mean? So I think that's where it comes down to being a choice. Like, yeah, okay, you may see this person in this light, but what is your boundaries with this person? What is your, you know, whatever? Because I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, and I mean, even for example, like with my homegirls, right? Because I'm bi as fuck, right? Where it's like, okay,
Okay.
if we were alone in a room together with some wine, oh my God, it would be hard for me to say no. But our
So you would
boundaries-
fuck your friends. Yeah.
That's actually true. I didn't think about females like that. I've been in a fucking straight relationship for almost 6 years.
Is it easier as a woman to just like want to like cross that boundary of like, this is not gay, I'm just gonna fuck her? Like, because I feel like at that point, like if you guys
like
accept each
not
other,
being straight or being straight and deciding to like have sex with another woman?
yeah, it's like so much easier. Like for a guy, we would never cross that boundary just because there's this stigma of like, dude, that's fucking gay, right?
Right.
But like for a woman, I feel like there's no consequences, and like the general public usually views it as like, this is hot. This is like a fantasy, seeing two girls being at each other.
So I'd agree full-heartedly. It's a lot easier for like women to just go for it with another woman. But I also feel like it's hard because as like somebody that's actively been like very into girls from a young age, even in the strip club, honestly, like you worry about if you come off as gay, people are going to be uncomfortable around you. So like with my female friends, I very carefully step until I see how they feel about the subject. Like I have a homegirl where she's very, honestly, I hate to say it, but kind of homophobic, like very like doesn't like to feel looked at by a lesbian, like, you know, kind of like that.
Strictly dickly.
Oh, very strictly dickly, but also very like off put by somebody else feeling that way,
Attraction,
you know, yeah,
which is weird.
a little bit.
It's usually a compliment in the guy world,
Right.
at least, you know, for like us, it's like, dude, that dude thinks I'm hot. Pretty awesome.
Not my man.
Yeah, usually if a gay dude thinks you're hot, you're like, you're hot.
fine.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fine. No, absolutely. Like, and I feel like that's the same way with girls a lot of times. It's like, it's just a compliment, you know? That makes it hard for us gay girls, though. It's not just a compliment. I want to suck your clit.
Nice. Jesus.
I hate this.
Sounds hot.
But yeah, no, I think it definitely is more complicated for guys. Like, I actually was just having a debate kind of similar to this because the guy was saying that there is no such thing as a bisexual girl. Like, all girls are a little bit bisexual, period.
I haven't heard this theory. Yeah.
And I have to say, I can hear and understand the point. But coming from the standpoint of my homegirl has never in her life, she's never had the moment of, oh yeah, I think I just kind of want to kiss this girl. Never in her life. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Because there's definitely been those girls that I've like came on to, and then it's very like awkward and uncomfortable because they're like, oh, I don't do that. And it's like, do that. First of all, you can just say you're not into me. Goddamn.
Right.
It's not a sin. It's not a, well, your opinions are there, I guess, on that.
A sense of perception.
Sins of perception.
Yeah. So my opinion with that is, I think there's less consequences when it comes to like women being like curious.
Absolutely.
So women just are admirers of beauty. So like you guys admire the beauty in women too. So that makes you kind of like
Right.
naturally bi-curious, bisexualized.
I think that's the point he was trying to make as well.
So, but at the same time, one of my friends who's like strict, like straight, super straight motherfucker,
Right.
he was saying it's because I was saying, oh, I saw my girl and another girl going at it. It was fucking hot. I was telling him about this whole experience. And then he was like, but dude, you just watched gay sex. That's fucking gay, bro. And he was trying to make a joke out of it. And I was like, you know, you're right. Because like,
mean,
it's perspective. It is gay, but at the same time, like because it's so accepted in
Right.
society for two women to go at each other, that it's hot.
it feels normal. It feels like this
Yeah.
is like,
I don't think it's even just something that society accepts. It's just more appealing.
I think that's
To a
who you
straight
ask
man,
though,
you
because
know?
I won't name names, but I have a family member that is a female that really enjoys gay male porn.
Really?
Yeah. I was
Well, maybe it's like the same thing for her. She just sees two guys going at it. Like
No,
I
I
find
couldn't
like
do
I
that,
find
'cause
two
that takes
attractive
away
females
from me.
going at it, and I'm like, nice. I see two guys going at it, I'm like, whoa.
See, that's I feel like for me, it takes away from the masculinity of the man.
Yeah.
Like, not to
That's
say
not-
that you
that's
can't
not
be
sexy,
masculine,
but that's not
like,
sexy,
to
though.
me personally. I like a very dominant, like male presence.
yeah.
If like you're gonna do that with me, like I'm not gonna be like I want to choke you now. Like you got me fucked up. Like
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a turn off in you know the society's eye for
but I think
Yeah.
masculinity to
maybe,
be ripped away.
do you
That's
think
true.
maybe for the reason it's so like, well, I've got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Do you think maybe the reason that like lesbian sex is so attractive to men is because it's like a woman being overtly sexual, like she's like embracing her own, like she wants like sexually wants another woman, like is it her embracing her want for sex is attractive.
Like she's being aggressive, so it's hot.
Or not even aggressive per se, but she's
No, for me, it's just because I see 2 women instead of just one.
there's that.
It's just more the merrier.
More than this man has definitely. This man
It's
has
fairly easy.
definitely-
It's fairly easy to answer this question. We're simple people. More vaginas, more tits. We like it.
2 tits, great. 4 tits, wow.
Wow. I have 1.5 if you put it together.
Ass 2. Got 1 ass, got 2 asses. Even better.
That I can serve on a plate. Who wants some cake?
Facts. So I do want to. So let's go back to these questions. I got these cards here. Because of the industry that you're working in, this may not pertain to you guys, but I just kind of figured I'd bring it up. So it's like strictly dancing erotically with another person while you're in a relationship considered cheating. And how do you guys off-put that?
Yes. If you are on your own accord choosing to allow somebody else to like dance with you in a sexual manner, absolutely. Like if you're at a party on your own accord deciding to let this female grind her ass up on you, that's teetering a line where I'm gonna be pissed at you. Absolutely. That's embarrassing. You know, and for me as a female. And that's where like I feel like my job is kind of hard for even me because like that like I'm paying our bills with, you know, it's kind of a different thing. But it's also something where I could understand if he felt embarrassed or he felt like, damn, like you're out here. Because I feel like that sometimes. I have a hard time sometimes with working where I don't like the fact that I don't feel like I'm just for my man. So like I feel like it's one of those things where like, yeah, I think it's like teetering a line of uncomfortability. Absolutely.
So it's like you're in a weird form, like you're loyal, but you're kind of like going against that, so you can't justify your behaviors, but you're also justifying it to pay the bills.
Well, it's one of those things where, yeah, I think it's up to you as a person, an individual in the relationship, because to him, he doesn't see it as that. He sees it for what it is, as me performing and doing, you know, whatever, you know, doing my job. But for me, if it was reversed, honestly, if he was doing Hustlers though, I'd get over it.
I think as a dancer it's different because we're more providing a service like entertainment and stuff like that. So it's like different because we're getting paid to do it.
And it's,
But as far as the customer goes, how they get the dance and just how you get a dance in general, I think that could constitute cheating or not. So for example, like I got my fun dances, which I would just be like, this is hilarious to watch.
Like a party
Right.
thing.
Like a party thing. Then I have my dances where it's like,
Very
okay, this
intimate.
is a little too sexual.
Like I'm
Very
trying to, I
intimate.
might
like
her.
I'm trying to fuck. Yeah. And then if you go in a private room, I think you're for sure cheating.
interesting.
The private room.
Well, that's interesting because I don't know if it's the same for like male dancers, but I think the rooms are where you make your most money as a female dancer.
For us, we don't make that much money, but that's where we definitely get more sexual. Not as far as like, you know.
I think it gets
you know,
more intimate.
It's more, yeah, exactly. It's more intimate because it's more one-on-one.
Right.
When you're dancing
That's
on the floor,
why-
you're just in front of everyone. So
That's why I bring Twister.
Twister.
What do you mean?
Play Twister in the private room.
Absolutely. I've played Clue, Twister, fucking Cards Against Humanity, bro. If I'm going to do an hour room, I am not dancing the whole time.
What's your worst hour room?
Sorry.
I'll start off with mine. My worst hour room. It was the most awkwardest thing ever. So it was it was like 2:00 in the morning, right? And this chick's like, I want an hour. Okay, I'm like, cool. So we go in the room downstairs. I start taking out my clothes. She goes, no. You can keep that on. I'm like, okay. So I start going on top of her trying to dance. And she goes, no. You can just sit next to me. And this is I already knew this is where it was going. I was like, fuck.
Are you gonna rub her feet?
No, I sat down next to her. She just started talking to me about life story, and I was basically her therapist for the hour.
That's your worst?
That was
Oh
my worst.
God.
You know why? Because it was so fucking boring. It was
I would
so
prefer that.
fucking boring.
Oh, I want to know because guys are different.
I would absolutely.
Yeah, I'd rather be
prefer that.
entertaining, like doing something, but instead of like sitting there listening to someone's story. No offense if you're listening to this, but I just don't care about your life that
It makes
much.
sense. It's emotional.
Yeah,
I can
and she was just being emotional and like this, and my husband this, I don't get this,
sorry,
blah
my
blah
shoes are
blah.
on your couch.
And I'm
You
just
can
sitting
take
there
it
for
off,
like a whole hour trying not to fall asleep. I'm like,
That's why. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
and you know that hour was the longest hour of my life. Because usually an hour goes by quick. Because you're like, oh damn, that was an hour, perfect. I can go make more money.
Yeah.
No.
It was dragging.
Do you want to do another one? It's not.
No, I did not even want to do another. Hell no, another hour with this chick listening to her talk and complain.
How much does this cost usually?
I made about like 500,
Okay, that's pretty good.
which isn't too bad, but still, I'm an expensive ass therapist
Bro,
right there at that point.
The prices that at the club I just started at. Oh, I intend to fully take advantage of that.
Are you able to make up your own prices?
At this club, yes. There's like a general, I would say, standard of like what girls are generally charging, and you don't want to undercut that. That's fucking grimy. I hate bitches that'll sell fucking way under the normal price.
Right.
But you also don't want to like fuck yourself out of money by going really high. So like, I think the club I'm at right now, the average for 15 minutes is 300, 200 to 300.
Jesus.
And then 30 minutes is like 600. And then an hour is a band plus. But all of those have like a bottle minimum and shit too. Like
Oh, I see.
It's a lot of honestly having to like, you have to sit with this person, figure out how they are, what they're going to want to drink, how long they're going to want to spend with you, if they're going to want it super private, if they're going to want it kind of private, if they're going to want liquor or champagne, and because that all affects like what room you take them to and like the price and all this shit. And you have to have that figured out before you even take them up there, and without them knowing you're figuring it out. Depending. Honestly, the people with money would prefer you just sit there, figure out the numbers, and then go. Because
my best solution is I just bring the manager involved. Like, you know what? Let me bring the manager. And then I'm like, you do all the selling and talking, and I don't give a fuck. You just sell me whatever you can, because they're gonna try to make the most money anyways.
Right.
And I walk off. And then you go, all right, you're set.
So what's the craziest story?
So one of my funniest experience in an hour room was, it was me and my other homegirl, right? It was a double, and it was us with this other guy. And he was an interesting character. He was like one of the guys that, has the long hair, comes in with the hoodie, very like, you wouldn't think he had any money, but I could smell it. I could absolutely smell it. And so like we got into the room, my homegirl was already kind of drunk. And so I was like, are you good? Like, do you want me to like pace you? Like, she's like, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine. And we're going through the dance. Everything is like normal at first. And, we start taking them off. It's a nude club. So we're nude in the.
Is it fully nude?
Mm-hmm. Oh. But it's fully nude. So, we're doing our thing. And then he's like, starts to take off his belt. And so I'm like, oh, hey, hold on. Like, hold on a minute. Like, he's like, no. Like, it's not like that, I swear. And so like they're allowed to take off their belts and shoes and shit in the like upstairs rooms, but you can't take your pants off.
Right. Okay.
And so we're like, okay, like whatever, do your thing. And we're like making a little drink, and he takes it off. He was like, I want you to take this and put it around my neck. Oh, and I was like, okay, shit, I can be a little dominatrix. I can do that. That's fine. My homegirl was like, oh, I don't know about that. Like, are we allowed to do that? And I was like, it's not sexual. You know what I mean? Like, let's go for it. And so I'm like, tugging him on his neck, right? And he's just like loving it. Like, I don't know if he just got real drunk in about 3 seconds, or if that really just put him in a mindset of like, wow, euphoria. It was really weird. But I'm sitting here doing this, and then I kind of notice like movement kind of behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I look back, and my homegirl has her legs are like over herself like this, right? And she's roly-polying across the fucking floor of the goddamn VIP room. I swear to God. And I just looked over. I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, this is super fun. Have you tried it? And she had to be fucking gone, wasted. And he was like, actually, yeah, can you do that too? You want me to what?
You tried it though, right?
Absolutely. It was fun as fuck. It was the funnest fucking room I've ever done in my life. Oh no, but it was weird. It was just the mix of like, are you trying to like? He was a weird man. He was a very interesting character.
That's fucking hilarious. That's a good fucking story, actually.
No, it was because I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you okay? I thought the cameras were definitely gonna come in and take her out, like thinking she was too drunk or something. But no, we finished our hour, got tipped a little bit more, and
security guys were probably just watching the camera. Like, what
laughing.
the fuck is going on in that room? Just seeing two girls doing the pretzel rolling around. They're like, what the fuck?
Bro, but no, he was just watching. And I rolled out, did a little twerk, and whatever. And the dance continued as normal. But my God, that was funny.
Yo, that's insane. That'd be my money's worth right there, just to have two girls fucking doing shit like that.
He said, yep, this was worth it. Every penny.
Oh my God.
That would be pillar. I would pay for that.
Yeah, you would,
I would definitely pay for that. To watch two girls.
You should do that. You should do that on your OnlyFans. You should. I'm telling you right now, you should fucking do it.
Me and my management were talking about because we have a lot of behind the scenes footage that is fucking hilarious. Like, just so funny. And I was like, why don't we post it? Like, people would buy that. That's hilarious. Yeah. And then they build a rapport, build more of a, whatever. That's just funny as fuck.
People love behind the scenes shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if it shows off like you're actually like a human being and shit. Yeah. Well, but I'm saying you should do that like butt ass naked.
Oh yeah, roll it around. That was kind of my apprehension at first. I was like, okay, do I want to be booty ass naked rolling around on his floor? On
the dirty ass floor.
I put on my underwear first. I was like, we just gonna cover her.
We need a thin layer.
At least something. But I was like, even after, have you guys ever sanitized an area like that?
Nope.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't want to.
It's like
it wasn't. I was drunk. I don't know why the fuck I thought that was a good idea. You don't sanitize your pussy. You don't sanitize your pussy. You don't do that.
But you sanitize your pussy? I thought you were talking about the floor. This is one of the worst.
This is one of the worst experiences, right? Okay, because this leads into the why I sanitized my pussy. Okay, so I go into the room with this guy, right? And I told him he pulls me off stage. He's like, hey, you're really beautiful. I'd like to do a dance. And I was like, okay, awesome. What do you want to do? There's 15 minutes, 3 songs, 30 minutes. Like, what's your, you know, and he was like, let's start with 15 minutes. So I'm assuming he knows the pricing. I'm not going to sit here and bitter batter, chitter chatter. We're going to go do it. We get up there, get in the room. He pays me, whatever. And he starts to like take his pants off or take his belt off. And, you know, that happens when they get more comfortable, especially in the smaller booths because they're like uncomfortable as fuck. But then he starts to like pull his pants down to his ankles. And I was like, hold on, love. Like, whoa. Like, those have to stay on. Like, you can't do that, you know, trying to be polite. And he was like, oh, and keeps pulling them down. This should have been the red flag. I should have just stopped the fucking dance. But so then I was like, no, like, he didn't seem like he spoke a lot of English, though, as well. So I was kind of trying to work with the barrier. And I was like, no, like, your pants on. Like, this isn't, we're not doing that. And he was like, oh, what did I pay $150 for? And I was just like, the dance? Like, what the fuck do you mean? And he was like, oh, okay. And then sits down, plops down, like all like nonchalant. So I'm like, all right, you still want it, right? Like, we're good here. You're not going to try to touch me. You're not, and he was like, you know, and I just sat down and I'm doing the dance, whatever. And then I start to feel this wetness spread across my lower butt cheeks.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And I stood up, I kid you not, so fucking fast. And it was like, oh, if you don't want me to slap the fuck out of you, get out. Like, that was point blank what I said. Like, and you, like, the little VIP guy comes over, he's like, what's the problem? I said, get him the fuck out of here. This motherfucker just jizzed on me. Like, through the pants, whole shebang. How long did you save that up, bro? Like, so, you know, naturally, I went and discarded and tossed and burned and fucking crucified the underwear that I had been wearing. And I was just like, how do I clean my pussy from it? Like, how do I, like, just desanitize the whole area? So I got cheeks, I got cooch, I got pain. It was not a fun fucking experience.
You use like table sanitizer for fucking
gross.
vagina.
I won't lie. Don't do that. Like, I was a literal PSA. Don't do that shit. Because my pH, bro, like the way that like that shit just hurt.
Yeah.
I was just very dry for a while. It was not okay.
Dude, I think that's the one thing I have to do. I say that we definitely are better than women because we get to wear layered underwear. Because we're not wearing like, you know, thin layer lingerie.
Yeah,
we're wearing
almost showing your vagina.
Like some guys wear like they wear a man thong and then they wear boxers over it.
Yeah.
I just wear double boxers because I don't want shit to fucking like
Pop out.
Yeah, pop out or like have dollar bills touch my dick. You know, that's just disgusting. You know. But dude,
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
yeah. Think about
The guys that want us to put the bills in our mouth, like, bro,
Yeah, girls do that shit all the time. Dude, like.
I've definitely done it a good handful of times. I will say, like, if it's a customer that's spending continuously and it's like, all right, fuck.
I feel like guys like try to get it in like the worst places for girls. Like they just try to shove it in the vagina so they can like sneakily.
Dude, the chicks will try to put it up our assholes. The amount of times that a dollar bill go up in my crack, I'm like, yo, bitch, what you doing?
I can't lie.
Like they're not gentle about
She's
that.
one of those people.
I'd want to put it.
Yeah, they're not gentle. They're just like, oh, you're like, whoa, what the fuck you
No,
doing?
you're
Like,
semi-seductive with it.
nah, they're not.
Like, you have to.
The women are not seductive at all. They don't know how to be seductive. They're just being aggressive and like, let me just shove it down there.
Yeah, they try to degrade you.
Yeah, they're trying to like degrade you and shit.
Women-
But like, speaking of like coming, like, dude, the amount of times we got like our pants wet from a girl like squirting and shit
Yeah,
is like ridiculous.
I can only imagine.
Just from a dance. Like, I didn't think it was possible that I started working there, but
That's
like,
insane.
like almost on a weekly basis, we'll have like puddles in our pants. And we have to go
That's
like in the
gross.
bathroom and like put in the blow dryer, you know, hand dryer.
Oh, take them off.
So you just
take
smell,
them off.
So you just smell like urine all.
No, literally, take them off.
Well, you know, you do that and then you put some spray in there.
You're fucking
Like that.
savage. Jesus Christ.
Well,
The next thing comes along, you do it again.
Here's the science behind it. Female pheromones
Yeah, yeah.
attracts more females.
That's facts.
It doesn't work the same for males, I don't think.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
No, I just have to be
but like,
ovulating and
like
then
scientifically, like a female that will smell another pheromone of
Wait,
another.
hold on. She got a point. She says as long as she's ovulating, men will smell it. It's fucking fact.
Oh, that's
though.
true. Yeah.
I make the most money when I'm ovulating. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a proven fact.
At least to me, like, I genuinely have an easier time getting people to go upstairs with me or getting people to like just come to me.
Wow.
Come.
Like, we're 12.
It's a very immature podcast.
He said come.
For sure. But anyways, it's fucking facts. Cause like some of the, like when I was in the PUA industry, right? Teaching dudes like, you know, how to pick up chicks and personally doing that. One of the things that they always stated was if you fuck a girl and you make her come in your bed, don't change the sheets. Cause the next time you bring a girl in, she's just going to be like an animal. She's just going to be like, all right, instantly attracted to you. Like, it's a competition.
Yeah, pheromones work crazy. Like, you don't even realize it.
My
But
overthinking.
yeah, that's why you don't want to like. As guys, you know, like you get that pheromone on, you just leave it.
Wait, so what happens in the strip club when women are smelling the pheromone on you? They are naturally gravitate to you more?
You just
or-
get busier. So I guess, yeah, you just get more dances in a way.
The same idea as like ovulating, like they're gonna be more.
Yeah, like, hey, you want to dance? Yeah, I want to dance.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's like almost like a role. Like it's like for me, I know it's like in the beginning of the night, it's harder for me to get a dance, but the moment I start getting one, then getting more, like, you know, the pheromones start coming onto you, it's like more.
Interesting. Does it work like that for you at all?
I can't say that it works like that. I think when I make the most money is when I am actively interacting with the other women. Absolutely. Because there's definitely, you know, those girls that you click with in the club.
Oh,
right?
okay, gotcha.
As far as like, I like this person, you know, if you can make some money and help me, I'll help you, you know, whatever.
Team.
And so definitely like if they see me interacting with a girl on stage, and I do this a lot, where at the club I was working at, it was okay to go up to the stage, like as long as you weren't taking away from a customer's like attention, blocking the view of the stage. At a lot of clubs, like that's not okay, like that's super disrespectful. But there it was like normalized and okay. So like if I go up on stage and like, you know, sometimes I'll even take a couple of my own dollars, right? You know, kind of like flirt with the girl on stage or whatever. 8 times out of 10, I would say that I have like a pretty good reaction from like guys around being like, oh yeah, you know, and that starts a thing.
Yeah, for us that doesn't work.
Yeah, fucking gay.
One of the homies go up there like, yo, bro. It's like, what? All the girls are like, what the fuck is going on?
My one family member, oh, you'd have him. Have him sold. You'd have her gone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't work for majority. You know, it's funny because like we noticed we'll have guys that come to the club, and it's mainly for women though, but we'll have guys.
Right.
And if like the guy comes on stage and like the dancer interacts with him in a certain way that almost comes off like gay in a way, like you'll notice like the girls that notice that will get almost like turned off.
So like they don't like bromance at all?
Oh
yeah, they don't want like
I think
anything
that
like
shit would be dope. I would not even.
So like you'll see like a lot of guys, like if a guy does come up, you just like, oh, just throw it, or like do it very like
casually.
Yeah, very like, here, you just put it, just don't touch me.
Yeah,
you know.
That's for in the private room. The look on his face, he's like, God, no, please.
Yeah, there's only one dude in the club right now that dances for dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you like it when you dance for girls? Like personally?
Girls are fun. Girls are definitely fun. Me personally, but also girls are sometimes the most fucking aggressive people I've ever met in the strip club. So it depends. If you're wasted as fuck, I probably don't want to do a dance with you as a female. But if you're, you know, cool, you know, whatever, absolutely. I love doing dances for couples, actually. Love doing dances for couples where both parties are actually happy to be there.
Nice.
Let's preference that, because don't go to the strip club with your man if you don't actually want to be there. That shit's uncomfortable for all of us.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I love doing dances for girls because they're very like timid and like, oh, like
So
I
you
don't
like the innocent girls?
have a type.
You do have a type too.
I do have a little bit of a type.
Okay.
I like to be able to dominate females. So especially in the strip club, I'm fully in control. Like,
Nice.
and I like that. And I like to make them flustered, and I like to make them all like, you know, whatever, giggly and shit. So I definitely like doing dances for girls.
That makes sense because that's like your territory. So you're coming into my fucking
Oh yeah, and
place.
they very much act that way. Absolutely. They're like, where do I put my hands? Where
They like
can
that
I
shit, though.
breathe? And I'm like, oh no, not anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
But women naturally like being dominated.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing that you take on that
I
role.
think it's cute sometimes when they try to be like, oh, it's my turn. I love getting dances from customers. I love it. It's my favorite.
Yeah, because they're paying you to like fucking get danced on.
Fuck yeah. Let me just, you know.
Exactly what I do. Exactly
yeah.
what I do. The girl's like, can I give you a dance? Psh, yeah, go for it. I'm like,
And you
what the
paying
fuck?
me?
Yeah, you paying me?
Oh, she's trying to get you to take her home.
A lot of them are trying to take them home. I hate dancing for couples though. Couples are to
It's
me.
different for you.
Uncomfortable.
It's I don't like no.
You're so flustered.
There's so many times I'm giving a dance to the girl and the guy does something weird and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
What does he do? Like touch your ass or something?
No, touch her, like do weird stuff to her. Like it doesn't happen to me, but it happened to one of the buddies, right? He was giving a dance to the wife, and the dude was in the corner jerking off, and he didn't know until the dude pushed him to the side and busted all over his girl.
No shit.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, he came out there. He was like, bro, you wouldn't believe what happened. I'm like, what happened? He's like, dude, this guy, I was giving his wife a dance. He pushed me out and busted all over her. I was like, yo, what?
Oh my God.
And then I had this.
That's those cut dudes.
Yeah,
bro.
it was-
Not for real. Sorry.
And then I had this one, I was dancing on this couple, and then like I was giving her a dance, and I didn't pay attention, but I heard some sucking noises like next to me. I'm like, what is that noise? And I look over, and he's just going down on her toes, like hell.
Like that shit was a fucking popsicle.
Yeah, it's like a popsicle, and I'm looking like, I was like dancing. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? And I just stepped to the side. This guy was like,
Do what you gotta do, bro. Just leave me out here. Yeah, no. Couples are fucking wild.
dude, that's couples, bro.
Dude, that's
I hate
so
it.
funny.
Or the guys are always pushy as fuck. He'll always be like, oh, you can do whatever you want to my girl. We're still at a club. He's like, no, grab her titty.
I
Yes, sir.
can't do.
Pull her hair, grab her titty.
This is his one
Pull your dick
opportunity
out.
to be a cuck without saying he's a cuck.
Yes.
That's what it is. No, because I swear females are like that too. Like when they're drunk, oh my God. I don't know if these females are just out of their fucking mind and are just finally able to unleash it. But I have had the most aggressive females drunk. And when I say aggressive, not even just like, oh, you're hot, I want to fuck with you. But like, oh yeah, no, sit on his lap. Yeah, play with his hair. Can you kiss him? Can he lick your titties? Like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, hold on a minute. I'm not a consenting member.
Dude, for real. Like, I'll be dancing with the chick and he'll be like pulling out her titty and I'll be like pulling it back up. Shut up, you're getting fired.
Yo, like, nah, bro. Like you set me up right now, bro.
You're getting fired.
Are you an undo?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wait, what did you say? Oh, what?
Are you an undo? Like an undercover?
Oh,
You gotta watch out for undercover too sometimes. That's another reason I hate couples. I'm like, nah, you might be a cop. You're trying to set me up. Fuck this shit.
No, bro, like real. It's funny because like, never mind. I can't share that tip. It's illegal.
Yeah, sex is legal if it's paid for.
Oh, I wasn't.
Unless you're in Perump.
That's true.
my God, these stories are hilarious.
Can you imagine just pulling up a titty like, nah, bro, you can't do this?
I had a feeling that this was going to be a great podcast because two dancers. We never had another female dancer that was like actually doing it. Like we had retired ones.
We're live and in action, baby.
Yeah, so
Got hired in a new club.
nice.
DM me for details.
Yeah, she's gonna charge you a little fee though for that.
Oh, actually, I'll set up your reservation for you. The club I do offers like a
referral.
Yeah, referral program. You get like
Get her
20% or 25% or some shit.
Oh,
for
shit.
Each, head.
Get her paid. Speaking of getting her paid, I have a question.
Oh.
If your partner makes twice as much money as you, should you split the rent 50-50?
I think it's less about how much each person is making and how like you guys are in the same space. You're using the same amenities. So yeah.
So you're cool with the 50-50 split?
Fuck yeah.
You're
I
not
mean,
like one of those girls that are like, no, he should take care of me.
I mean, no, absolutely not. I think if we're both in the position to split income on something, that gives us both the ability to build our own incomes and then be able to pay more for each other on bigger things or etc. Like I'd rather us both split a payment so that one of us isn't coming out of pocket hella and we're both being able to build at the same pace.
That makes sense.
Like, I mean, I think I also come from a different perspective because I've, for the last almost a year, supported my man fully through some just bullshit he went through work-wise and stuff.
Oh, I see.
So like he did the same for me for 2 years or some odd. So it's kind of one of those things where
So you guys held each other down. I see. So when I'm not gonna say if because it will happen, but when OnlyFans and like I don't know if you're trying to like build like a porn career or if it's just like an OnlyFans thing.
There's OnlyFans and maybe featuring in some clubs eventually, like dancing pool wise.
Nice. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I've noticed that. What is that all about? Like how like these like popular porn stars and like OnlyFans girls blow the fuck up, or even influencers, and then they come to the club and they do like special dance nights.
It's usually oh my God, sorry.
It's all good.
It's not drugs, it's allergies. I swear to God. But usually it'll be like clubs that for whatever reason, I think usually they'll have like an agent or somebody like scouting them out to clubs. I haven't fully, experienced, so I may be incorrect, but shopping them out to clubs. And if a club wants them to come feature, you get a set like this much per night for your feature, which is usually like, I think a couple of stage performances for the night. And I think you have like maybe 3 days at that club that you're going to be there and you get paid, I think between like $300 or something each night. And you just do those shows and then you leave.
I figured it would probably be like much bigger than that because if you have a name to yourself and then these clubs are getting you in and they're using you as a promotion.
Well, that's why you have to have some credibility before trying to get featured. Like I have a friend actually that she does a lot of featuring and she's won pole competitions. She's done different pageants. She's got different shit that makes her something that could be wanted for, you know what I mean? So one of the things that I'm trying to do for that is I want to start trying to do pole competitions and shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, I noticed that on your Instagram you go live and you're usually doing a lot of like Q&As or
flipping around, Q&A, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So damn, that's fucking crazy. So are you getting down like doing some crazy shit at home or?
Oh yeah, like as far as like on the pole, I have kind of a shitty pole right now, so I can't do all the shit that I would like to do, but absolutely I fucking love doing pole work. Like honestly, my old club used to call me a stage slut because like it was just like when I like it's a job to me. Like I like to perform.
Right.
So like, I mean, since I was in school, I was in choir, dance, cheer, theater. I like to perform. So when I get on stage, like that's my fun part of the night.
So you're
for
just
me.
naturally an entertainer.
I guess, yeah. I guess. I don't know. Trying to learn how to take a compliment. So yeah. Because I'd be like, no. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You are an entertainer at that point.
Are you saying I'm entertaining? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
you generally are an entertaining person. Like, I mean, this could have been a dull conversation, but I mean, you've kept it pretty lively this whole time.
Drama, Texas.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta hear your woo.
Do you want to hear it again?
No, your ooh woo.
Oh, my uwu. What? Okay, is a uwu just the sound or is it the face?
It's both.
I just
Like,
found out about the
ooh.
ooh woo thing like recently.
Like that? Is that what it's
Yeah, I couldn't hear you though.
Uwu. I can't do it. I can't do it at the same time. My brain won't do it at the same time. I can do a uwu and then the face.
Just do ooh and then the
Just do the
Uwu. I don't think that was right, but I did my best.
ooh,
look
and then
more
it's like the
updated
ahego.
together.
The ahego. There you go. She was about to pull her top off. She
It's
was
like a, it's like the little anime. I don't know.
it's like have you thought about like jumping on like Twitch and doing like all that streaming shit?
Yes. No, actually, I have a whole setup, and actually my Twitch is set up, and I've done a couple of live streams, but I need to get a better setup to actually do it.
What do you mean?
I was doing it from my PC, and then my boyfriend kind of took over my PC
Oh,
for
I see.
games.
Nice.
But nobody wants to see him gaming though. Everybody wants to see you gaming.
You know, you should do like a collab thing where he games and then in the background you're doing pole dances.
No, I think that Twitch would ban that.
Well, if I'm
What
clothed,
Twitch was it?
Yeah, Twitch is pretty fucking.
if I'm clothed,
Oh, maybe if you were like in a cool anime costume.
Yeah.
like cosplay.
Cosplay,
what if
pole
he plays
dancing.
Naraka and I dress up as one of the characters?
Or you know what'd be sick if he had like a tipping button, and then if they tipped you a certain amount of money,
You do certain shit.
and then he would switch it to like camera 2 or 3, and then you'd be spinning on a fucking pole in your cosplay.
That's pretty hard. That's honestly pretty fire.
That's
That's pretty
fire.
fire.
Just saying.
This thing.
Actually, but you know what? I don't know, because whatever her name is, the really really successful one on Twitch, that's always in like a hot tub and stuff. She's like
I don't know.
the one that was making like $1 million a month.
I mean, if she was
On
in a
Twitch.
hot tub on Twitch, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but she was making like $1 million a month on like OnlyFans and like Twitch and everything.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can make a fuck ton of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Are you
people,
balling right now because of OnlyFans?
not because of OnlyFans, but I do my thing.
Oh, gotcha. Do you think you'll ever like get out of the club
Oh, yeah.
once OnlyFans pops off?
I'd like to try to transition to getting out of the club now.
That's probably why you're doing more content stuff.
Yeah, no, I would definitely prefer to do that than go to the club. Personally, it's kind of like you said, it's like the best, worst job in the world. Like it's great money, great benefits as far as your time and all of that shit. But for me, it's been extremely taxing emotionally and definitely added some dramas to the list. So I think it's something that I would love to transition out of ASAP.
Yeah, I think I highly promote the OnlyFans thing, just because if you're in the sex worker scene as a woman, it's already so sketchy and dangerous. And then, like you said, there's a lot of drama that comes from it. So if you could just do the same thing but do it from home,
Oh, absolutely. And
much
also,
safer.
you have so much more control, like entirely. Like part of the thing I didn't like about the club I was at before I tried like a little club in between the last one and the one I'm at now. And I left because I didn't feel any sense of security there. Like I would go take a customer to a room and be waiting for a host forever, waiting for him, right? He finally comes back maybe 5 minutes later, 3 minutes later, whatever it may be. And checks us in, whatever. And I go back and there's girls in there with clients, with customers not being, monitored or paid attention to.
oh wow,
And it's I've been in situations personally where guys take advantage of the fact you're alone in a room and they're drunk and they think they can get you drunk or some shit and try to push things too far, And so then it's one of those things where why would I put myself in a place where I've already had to endure A, B, C, D, E, F, G, when instead I could be behind a camera with everything on my terms and my control. But it's also like you have to have the right people for that if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. Because
Yeah.
it's not always the most comfortable thing to shoot content in front of people.
that's facts.
And people don't always have the right.
It's also a lot of fucking work. Like it's way more work and you're not getting paid right away. Like you're in a strip club, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like strip club is like quick money versus like creating your own content. It's a lot of fucking work because you got to find the outfit. You got to do your makeup. You got to make sure how you edit the photos and the
Yeah.
videos, setting up all the lights and all the other shit. Trust me, I know this 100%.
Yeah, no. He said, I've been there, done that.
I've done it so many fucking times.
Yeah, no, there's a lot that goes into it. And I think that's partly why I'm really grateful for the group I'm working with now is because they take a lot of that off my back.
Nice.
All I have to do is bring the outfits, have myself looking good. And honestly, as long as I bring like my toys and shit that I want to work with and stuff. And anything else they either will figure out with me there or like even they say like if you're because there's days where you're going to be on autopilot is how they say it. Let us handle it, whatever. just be here and get it done. And so I feel like that takes a lot of the not work out of it, because it's still definitely like you have to have the business mindset. You're going there, you're in the mindset to be there. But that was my biggest thing when I was doing my own content. It'd be a week and it's like, damn, I haven't filmed anything, or I have all this shit filmed and I haven't edited it, or so for them to just shoot it, edit it, bada bing, bada boom,
Yeah,
it makes it so much easier.
super easy. That's pretty sick. I want to be able to get some more people from that company on here. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, no, I definitely have a couple of homegirls and stuff that work with them and shit, so it could be
Hell yeah.
something I could shop around.
Hell yeah. I mean, it'd be good exposure for them too. I mean, if you guys go viral, it's like easy.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, no, absolutely. If you get tag me, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you will. Yeah, you'll get
If you get traction, that's the main thing. I'm actually gonna go do a live stream on so it's a main streamer's web page, right? But they actually just broke up with their girlfriend, and it was a whole thing. And they used to stream together, so a lot of their streams that the people were watching for his girlfriend.
Oh,
basically.
I see. Yeah.
So he was saying in exchange for a portion of whatever the income is, you go live on there and you get to keep any of you can promote yourself, whatever, your OnlyFans. And
Nice.
they have, I think, easily 5,000 people in each stream. So it's okay, if even a portion of those come, any fucking exposure helps so much. So
Yeah, usually it's always the women. No one cares about the dudes.
sorry.
Should a spouse who has recently decided to no longer have sex allow their partner to have other sexual partners?
Oh boy.
She was about to spit that water.
Oh boy.
So if you stop having sex with your man, right? Jesus, get it all out.
Sorry, go ahead.
If you and your man no longer have sex anymore for whatever reason, his reason, your reason, whatever, are you gonna be okay allowing him to step out, or if he stops having sex with you, you can basically step out, like an open relationship?
It's awful if I say no, but that's my legitimate feeling is nah. Because it would, in a way of my mental health, it would make me feel so sad and insecure and just so much different shit. I couldn't do it. Should he have the right? Maybe. But could I do it? Absolutely not. It's one of those things I just couldn't do it. But also is all sexual shit out of the equation, because there are toys, there are different things and options for men that are actually pretty damn good and whatever.
Like a pocket pussy?
I mean, shit. You want a fucking clone of me, baby? Because I got you. I'll get you a sex doll that looks just like me. No problem.
Ah, damn. Facts. Fair point.
But I can understand. That's what I mean. Should he have the right? Maybe. But it's also it depends on, I think, how in-depth the relationship is, how far you're into it. Me and my man now being 6 years into it. Oh, you better not go fuck another bitch. You got me so fucked up. You got me so bent backwards.
Damn.
But I can understand where it's damn, my needs aren't being met. Da da da. But is the relationship worth figuring out another route?
Fair point.
Oh. I've been saying and training for years now. I'm going to call it out right here, right now. I've been calling out Wiz Khalifa since I was 18, 17. I will fucking outsmoke you, period. That's my goal. My brand is Xoe Ganja started with the fact that all of my friends used to joke of damn, this bitch could outsmoke Wiz. And I will, and I'm coming for you.
Damn.
That's all I have to say.
Damn, what a call.
It's in my TikTok bio, actually, I'm pretty sure. Training to outsmoke Wiz.
Who smokes more weed though, Wiz Khalifa or Snoop?
Wiz seems sadder. I'm gonna go with
Holy shit. if Wiz don't pick up on that,
For real.
calling you out. Wait, I gotta look in the camera. Calling you out.
oh man. All right, cool. So plug yourself. Right here at this camera.
Plug myself, so my ads and shit.
Yeah, ads, your OnlyFans.
What's up? Follow me on TikTok at Xoe Ganja LV, Instagram at Xoe Ganja, OnlyFans is Xoe Ganja. I go live. I smoke ridiculous amounts of weed, so if that's entertaining to you, say what's up and find me at a club.
Hit her up.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching WakuRadio. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Comment below what you think, what you want, what you want to know. If you love us, you hate us, let us know. But make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And to all the new followers, thank you. And peace out.
Stay high, stay happy.
Life of a hustler.
Check me out.
Life of a
See me
hustler.
on the road, I'm in hustle mode. Real estate mogul, commercial real estate.